going into the second week, how would you just gauge the acclimation? I'm happy is probably not the word you go into. Are you satisfied with how things are going?
Well, I'm glad you're on time for week 2. That's first of all. Last week you were cutting your. Oh, was that West?
Come on, let's don't make that mistake.
That's inaccurate. Here comes West now. So, you know, we're making progress, Rob. We are. Kids are working hard, and I've said that all summer long. Our attitude toward being coached, our receptiveness to being coached has never been an issue. We certainly have some deficiencies in other areas, but our guys are competing and giving great effort.
Anyone in particular who's caught your attention this first week, who stood out, or in a good way or bad way? Or?
You know, I think Derek Reese is making small steps and a little bit of progress. The same guys have been pretty good, consistent in regard to Armani, Josh, Willie Carmichael, Kevin Punter. Those guys have continued to be solid. Probably Derek and maybe even Tariq Owens from a defensive standpoint. We chart everything we do in scrimmage situations, and he's leading our team in block shots right now.
How is Reese adjusting just to being a power forward? This is your position, being more of an inside guy after his role last.
Well, the way we play with our high-low motion, he's going to be on the perimeter some. He's going to pick and pop. He'll pick and roll. He'll have an opportunity to come high to catch and drive the ball from the high post. So he's still going to be on the perimeter some. The biggest thing with Derek is playing with a toughness and a physicality every single day, where it's consistent effort and in regard to trying to rebound the ball and defend. You know, guys get caught up in what position am I going to play, you know, where am I going to get my opportunity to score. If guys will just defend and rebound, they'll enhance their minutes and then get to shoot more balls.
Kevin said last week that he's never played a day of point guard in his life until he kind of got here. How's that transition going for him, and what's the biggest thing for him?
Well, I think with Kevin, first of all, I've said this quite a few times now, he's unbelievably coachable. He's a sponge. He's a guy that wants to get extra film work. He's a guy that's in the gym working on his game. And it's going to be a tough transition. When you're not a natural point guard at this level, there's certainly going to be some nights where he gets exposed. Our team will be exposed. But to get our best 5 players on the floor, he's going to have to play a lot of point guard this season. There'll be some nights that he probably looks really good and other nights that he really struggles. I've got to do a good job of putting him in position to limit his turnovers, to make his job easier. And that won't always be easy, but he's doing a great job of giving a lot of effort and giving extra time to try to adapt to that position.
For the players you inherited that are used to playing man-to-man defense, how are they adjusting to the zone?
Well, it's been good, and you know, when you see us play, Jimmy, there'll be a good portion of different games or different possessions we are playing man-to-man, depending on where the ball goes to certain parts of the floor. And it's not what some people would perceive to be a typical zone where you just kind of stand in a spot with your hands up. It's a very aggressive zone. There's a lot of man-to-man principles. We get out and pressure the ball. We'll trap some ball screens. We'll trap the short corner at times. So it's very aggressive, and those guys have picked up on it well.
Coach, you said last week Ian Childs had struggled with turnovers back there, and you'd run Josh at the season started today behind Punter there at point. What did you see from Childs last week?
Yeah, same thing. You know, he was banged up a little bit. He missed a practice and a half with a toe injury, and unfortunately that's been Ian's deal all summer. He had the hernia surgery, missed about 5 weeks, comes back for about a week, hurts his shoulder. Now it's the toe. So again, if we played tonight, Kevin would start at the 1, and then when I came off the bench with somebody, it would be Josh as the backup point.
Do you think the players understand a good shot from a bad shot now?
No, not at all. You know, I mean, there's guys that are still learning. I don't think we have any selfish guys on our team. Don't misinterpret that, but I think the biggest thing is that the guys are maybe confident in their abilities to make shots, number 1. Number 2, those are shots they've taken in the past, at least with the newcomers. And until you teach guys that at this level, we call bad shots a shooting turnover, because so many times they lead to transition at the other end for the opponent. You've got to limit those tough, contested, bad shots and try to take care of the basketball. And we're getting better, but we've got a long way to go with that.
Coach, how would you evaluate